Hey, what's up, everybody? Here for another mission, or another day of some Shadows of Brimstone with the McDougals, Stash and Fluffy McDougal. Here they are. A few things that I want to go ahead and fix from last episode. First off, when we took out that first group of bad guys before we got completely destroyed by the next batch, we should have each drawn a loot card. I completely forgot about that. So I want to go ahead and do that now. So I'm going to shuffle up the loot cards. And then, because we should have each had one of these. So there's those two. And then this will be for Stash. So draw a gear card. Draw a gear card or an artifact card if you're in the other world. So he'll get to draw a gear card. And he gets a pickaxe, +1 combat. Anytime you find a dark stone, gain 1 extra. Well, that's pretty awesome. So I will go ahead and give, and that just takes one more hand. So I'll give that to Stash. Excellent. And that loot will get shuffled back in. And then Fluffy gets, a Darkstone shard. Well, alright. So I will get, I guess I should add that to the app, huh? Darkstone shard tracker. Maybe right under grit, I'll do that. But in the meantime, I'll put that on her board. So I was kind of hoping to get some money. We still did not get any money from those loots, but I believe I can sell the dark shard, the dark stone. So I'll probably end up doing that. Second thing is Stash should have had 15 more XP as I was watching the video. During one of his fights, he didn't. I didn't do the XP right against the terror, so I will do that. And I should have gotten an extra 10 for one more, the last attack on the night terror. And I think that was about it. Best I can tell, I did everything else correctly. So our heroes are now heading back to town. We already rolled on our injury chart. I rolled a critical hit with Stash, and nothing bad happened to him. Unfortunately, Fluffy got a leg wound, I believe. A slashed leg, and her... basically, she's going to lose her +1 on move, her fast, because she gets -1 now. So, that's where we are with the McDougals. I think I did everything else right, which was surprising. I think, and besides getting my butt kicked. But here we go. So now traveling to town. When keeping your heroes from game to game in a campaign, it's important to be able to resupply and get pesky injuries, madness, and mutations healed. To do so, the heroes can travel across the countryside to reach a frontier town. Traveling in the shadows of Brimstone Cataclysm can be a dangerous prospect, even for the most hardy of heroes, so beware. So, the success or the failure of the previous mission can have an impact on your traveling or the town you visit. So let's go back and look at the mission we failed. And it says, if the heroes fail the mission, the darkness escapes the mines and wreaks havoc on the countryside and neighboring towns. When the heroes travel to a frontier town before the next adventure, D3 random buildings still there will have been destroyed by the escaping darkness. So for this town, we will roll a D3, and I made a makeshift D3. I did order some, but they're not in yet, so I'll roll my makeshift one, and it's a 2. So 2 of the town places will get destroyed. So we'll roll 2d6. I got some new blue ones for Fluffy because they seem to go with her a little bit better. So 1 and 2. So the doc's office and the blacksmith. That's actually not too bad because looking for something to cover those with. Let's put a put corpses on them. So those two I cannot travel to. So now, how do we do this town thing, which seems pretty cool? I need one of these for this. Okay. So, preparing to travel. Once the heroes are ready to travel, every hero in the posse must roll a d6. A hero that rolls a 1 or 2 on the die adds a travel hazard to the journey. Okay. So we both roll a d6. So we both rolled a 1 or 2. So we add a travel hazard to the journey because that's just how we roll. We don't like anything easy. Once you have established how many travel hazards there will be, each hero that added a hazard to the trip must roll once on the travel hazard chart. This can be done in any order, but each travel hazard must be completed before the next roll on the chart is made. Note that travel hazards usually affect the whole group, but on occasion they will specifically affect the hero that triggered the hazard. The hazard is on another page. To roll on the chart, a hero rolls 3d6 and adds them together. Okay. Alright, let's flip over to page 56. And let's kill ourselves. Alright. So first it will be Stash McDoogals. That might not be bad. 6, 7, or 6, 10, 14. And then I add 2. So 14, 15, 16. Oh gosh. A massacred wagon train. You come across the twisted wreckage and broken bodies of a wagon train torn apart by creatures. Each hero can decide to pass it by without looking too close, or to sift through the gore to look for anything useful. If you search the massacre, make a luck 5+ test. If failed, lose 1 sanity permanently. If you are scarred by the horror of the things you find. If passed, roll a d6 to see what you find. Luck, huh? Well, I have a luck of 4, so each hero gets to do this, huh? What is luck of 3? A luck 5 test. Oh, you know, I've been so lucky. I'm going to try it. All I need is 1 5. Come on, Stash. Yeah. All right. So Stash passed the test. And then he is going to roll to see what he found. A 3. So, oops. So a 3 right here. Gear. You find something of value. Draw a gear card. Rock on. Ooh, a hunting rifle. Range 12. Shots 1. Damage +2. It's two-handed. I will take that. I think I may end up selling it, but that's pretty awesome. All right. Well, should we go for it? Should my girl? Should Fluffy roll? I think she should. 3 dice. 5+. On Fluffy. Yes! She gets to roll on the chart. She got a 4, so she gets a gear card as well. And she got a silver buckle. Anytime you kill an enemy, you may heal 1 wound or 1 sanity. Law or showman only. Oh, so she can give this to her hubby. Maybe an anniversary present. A silver buckle, because he is a showman. She is a performer. Awesome. That's going to come in handy. Well, that was a pretty good trip, I think. Oh, but now, see, I shouldn't have said anything, because now Fluffy has to roll on this chart. That was just what we found with stash. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Bandits. Waylaid by bandits on the road, the heroes fend off as many as they can. The bandits surround each hero individually. There are 5 bandits per hero, and each hero must roll a d6 to see how many of those bandits they defeat. For every bandit you defeat, gain 10 experience points. For each of your 5 bandits you do not defeat, lose $25. 1 Darkstone, or 1 gear or artifact of your choice. Oh man, that is brutal. Alright. We get 1d6 with this. Each hero must roll a d6. Alright. I could use some more good rolls here. Okay. So, Stash. Whoa. Sorry about that. Stash fought off all 5 of them. I gained 10 experience points, so that would be 50. And then Fluffy fought off 4 of them, so that would be 40 XP. But she's going to lose either $25, 1 Darkstone, or 1 gear or artifact of her choice. Oh, man. She's going to lose that silver buckle. I really want that, though. Should I lose the Darkstone? Ugh. No, I really want to keep that silver buckle. You know what? I may get rid of her hand mirror. I'm going to do that. I think they're going to... They're a bunch of bandits that think they're pretty. So they're going to steal her. That one bandit that was left stole her hand mirror. So I'm going to discard the hand mirror. And that's actually going to bring her sanity, well, when they reset. I don't know, do they reset when they go to town? I think they do. Alright, our adventures are over. Thankfully. Oops, where am I going here? The town. Once the heroes have completed their traveling, they reach a frontier town in which to buy supplies and equipment, as well as to try to heal injuries or madness, or even get corruption and mutations removed. Of course, just because you are in town does not mean you are safe. This is the Old West after all, and there are always dark forces at play. At the end of each day in town, the heroes will have to make a single roll to see if a town event has occurred. These are usually fairly bad things and the best be avoided. The more days that have passed since the last town event, the more likely it is that one will happen. So staying in town for too long can be risky. At the start of each day in town, each hero must decide if they want to stay at the hotel for the cost of $10, which I don't have $10, so I can't do that, or they'd rather stay at the campsite for free. Players should place their hero on the town board in either the hotel or the campsite space. Okay. Though the campsite does not cost gold to stay, it can be a little rough. Any hero staying at the campsite must roll 2d6 on the campsite hazard chart and see if anything happens. This chart can be found on the large Frontier Town reference sheet. Okay, here we go. Fighting Darkstone Corruption. At the end of an adventure, each hero must roll a d6 for every Darkstone they are carrying, including items with a Darkstone icon. For every roll of a 1, 2, or 3, that hero takes 1 corruption hit. Okay. So, I didn't actually have it at the end of the adventure. I got it while traveling. So, I don't believe I have to roll on that. Okay. Awesome. Here we go. In town. Let's move this along. So, I think what I want to do is... Oh, we have to roll on the campsite first. At the start of each day in town, the hero must... Okay. Let's roll 2d6. Let's do that. So, 2 for Fluffy, 2 for Stash. Fluffy got a 7, Stash got a 4. So, Stash, 4. The fever. A plague spreads through the camp like wildfire. Make a spirit 5+ test. So my spirit is 2. That would be a fail. To avoid getting sick, if successful, gain 10 XP. If failed, take D6 wounds, ignoring defense. So that was my question. When at the end of the adventure, when I fail, do I heal back up? Okay. So I must have missed where you read that, but at the end of the adventure, you heal fully. So he's back at 10, 12. She no longer has her mirror, so she's at 14 and 8. And you both get 1 grit back as well. Okay, that is good to know for the future. So, where were we? We were in town. We were at camp because we're too broke to afford a hotel. So, we are going to roll on our campsite. Oh, I did roll. That's right. So, I had the fever, and I'm going to take D6 wounds because of the fever. I take 4. Did you see that thing wobble around a 6? I saw it. Alright, and then Fluffy rolled a 7. Uneventful night. It's an uneventful evening of drunken debauchery and raucous songs around the campfire. No effect. Excellent. That's what I like in campsite. Alright, so for our first day, selling items. There we go. While in town, a hero may elect to sell any item card they have for the amount of gold listed in the bottom right corner of the card. Discard the card and add the gold value to your hero. This can be done at any time, regardless of where in town you are. Items purchased in town may only be sold later for 50% of the value you paid to get them. Services, of course, may not be sold as they were a one-time event you paid for. Awesome. So I'm going to sell this here hunting rifle for $350. Good thing we looted those corpses. There we go. All right. I'm trying to decide if I want to sell this pickaxe. I mean, it's nice to get that extra dark stone. You know what? I couldn't give them that hand mirror back then because it's my personal item. It's not a gear. So I'm going to actually give up the darkstone instead. So I sold an item. I got some cash now. What do we want to do with our cash besides stay at a hotel after tonight? So we can go try to get healed up, but I don't think my girl needs anything. We can go to the general store. We could buy some bandages, some more dynamite. Whoo, dynamite's pricey. Specialty ammo. Lasts for 1 adventure. When used, replaces any current ammo. Your gun hits do extra damage. Demon shot, +1 against demon enemies. Void shot, silver shot, holy shot. That might be useful. I could go buy a light pistol and dual wield with... Oh, that costs $500 though. Whew. I want to save up for that, I think. Maybe for a gunfighter's pistol. That looks awesome. Yeah, I'm getting pretty excited about this stuff. I can buy a hat. +1 health. Can buy some hair grease. A harmonica. Oh, well, this money's going away so fast. Doctor's office. We can also buy bandages, healing herbs. Can buy a bone saw, specimen jar. This is awesome. Alright, so I can't go to the doc's office or the blacksmith. I'm sorry, this is probably like really boring. But it's super cool and I can edit it, so yeah. Where's the doc's office? Right there. Okay. There we go. So the general store. The saloon. I can play some poker. Oh, I do have good luck, don't I? Yeah, I think the gunslinger's gonna go there. To the saloon. Play himself some craps. Lose all my money. Maybe some poker. Oh, and look at that. There's special things for my saloon girl to do there. So she'll go ahead and travel there too. Now, do we both roll on an adventure there or just one of us? Each hero is allowed to visit one town location a day. All of the heroes should move their figure to the location on the town map they wish to visit for the day. Once all of the heroes are at the location they have chosen for the day, each hero must roll a 2d6 on the location's event chart. Okay. Here we go. Hanging out at the saloon. Stash rolls a 7. A good time. A round of drinks makes you forget about the dark world outside these walls. Pay $10 and recover 1 grit for use in town. Now, is that mandatory? You know what? I'll do it. So I have 1 town grit. Just going to put it up here next to him. All right. And then Fluffy. She rolled an 8. A tall tale, listening to a tale of deadly adventure from one of the other patrons. You are inspired to tell a story of your own. Make a lore 5+ check. So her lore is a 2. Hey, look at that. She got it. And gain 10 XP for every 5 rolled. Sweet. Boop. Alright. I'm liking the town. I can't get killed so far. Alright. So now what are we going to do in town? Well, gambling. Make a cunning 5+ tech. Oh, a cunning check. My cunning's only a 3. Her craps. Gambling limit once per visit. Make a luck 5+ test. Alright, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to go play some craps, which will cost $100. For every 5 rolled, I gain $100 for every 5 rolled. If failed, you lose after a few rolls. Leave with nothing to show for it. Alright, so my luck is a 4. And I have a town grit. That's why I decided to go ahead and pay for that. So 1-5 will get me my money back. So a grit, I'm going to keep that 5. And I believe grit works like this. You can choose to re-roll any number of dice. You don't have to re-roll the whole thing. A hero may use grit to do one of the following 3 things. Use grit to re-roll any number of dice that you just rolled. There we go. So, I'm going to keep that 1-5. Re-roll these 3. Oh, so I just got my $100 back. Well, that was a bummer. And I used my grit that I paid $10 for. Already $10 down. Gambling never pays. Alright. So my saloon girl, Fluffy, she can entertain. Doesn't cost anything. You may entertain patrons to earn money. Choose either performance, agility, or storytelling lore, and roll a number of dice equal to that skill. For every roll of 4 or 5, gain $25. For every roll of 6, gain $100. Rolls 1, 2, or 3 earn nothing as the patron is unimpressed. I can pickpocket. I can buy perfume. I can darkstone shiv. Gear, 1 darkstone. Oh, I had to give my darkstone away. Alright, well, she's going to go ahead and entertain, and she'll use her agility, which is a 4. She got, for every roll of 4 or 5, gain $25. So, 25, so that's $50. And for every roll of 6, gain $100. $100. Sweet. So he's got $150. Good job, girl. All right. Well, I think I'm done here. Unless I want to go play some poker, but my cunning's a 3. No, I'm going to stop there. So that will end the day. So what happens now? End of day. Once all heroes have finished their location visit, the day ends and the heroes must roll to see if a town event occurs. If it does, the town event must be resolved. Okay, so town event. Here we go. At the start of the town stay, the heroes must place a darkness marker on the day 1 spot of the town event track. At the end of each day in town, the hero posse must roll a single d6. If the roll is higher than the current position of the darkness marker, then the day ends without incident, and the heroes may carry on the next day. If the roll is less than or equal to... Okay. So... there we go. No events. So this goes up to 2. And I think we're going to go ahead and stay in the hotel this night. Okay, so day 2. Alright, well, I'm going to travel to the outpost. And I think the saloon girl's going to go back. I think Fluffy's going to go back and work a little bit more. Yeah. Alright. Day 2. Here we go. So, Stash is going to go to the outpost. He rolled an 8. The banners yet wave. Seeing the flags fly high in the wind atop the outpost walls, your spirits are raised, and you may take some respite in this place. Recover 1 grit and fully heal your health and sanity. Ooh. Awesome. I like that. Alright, so while in the outpost, let's see. So I can take a bounty. There's always someone or something that's wanted in these parts. Roll a d6 to see what current bounty is at the outpost. So let's do that. A 6. Slashers. I don't think I have it. I don't think I've seen any slashers. Do we even have slasher cards? Nope. Well, that that doesn't do us any good. That would have been nice, but I guess I don't get to get a bounty. Bummer. Alright, well, there's not really anything else here I want. That was kind of a bust. Nope, I guess I'm done. She rolled a 6. A good time. A round of drinks makes you forget about the dark world outside these walls. Pay $10 and recover 1 grit for use in town only. So she will do that. And she'll get a grit. And yeah. So I think the first thing she's going to do is entertain. So she'll roll 4. Oh, nice. So she got $75. I'm going to stick with that. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75. Oh, I only have this going up by 10s. I didn't think it had to go up by 5s. I'll have to fix that. So she's actually at 275. I have to remember that when I write it down. One more thing to fix on the app. So she's at 275. Can she buy anything? Does she want anything? But man, I don't think so. Wait, wasn't I going to buy bullets? Or was that only at the general store? That's at the general store. Okay, well, I guess that's all I'm going to do. So I guess we'll both head back to the hotel. Pay our $10. And then we will roll on a town event. So we roll a d6, right? It needs to be higher than a 2. It is a 2. Dun dun dun. She's going to use this grit to re-roll the town event. I forgot that I could do that. Yay! No town event. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to the general store. And I think she's going to go to the saloon one last time. So general store for me. Oh, we're on day 3 now. A 6. Flies are a-buzzing, the streets are filth. Business as usual, no event. Excellent. Let's do some shopping. Alright, I'm going to take a demon shot for 50. So that'll take me down to 270. So, I don't know how to mark that I have demon shot now. So like a token or something? I'm just going to grab one of these bullet tokens that I know are for the gunslinger's gun. And I'm going to actually put it over here on top of his dice so I remember. +1 against demons. Yes, for the next adventure. And I'll write that on my sheet too. So I don't buy anything else. I think I'll buy a bandage for 50. Because you can't have too many of those. And I think that's going to be it. Alright, we need to save up some money. So I'm done at the general store. And here goes Fluffy. She got an 8. I think I had that one before. Tall tail. So she can make a lore 5 plus check. Her lore is a 2. So she got it. And gained 10 XP for each lore succeeded. Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and do her entertain. So she's going to roll 4 dice for her agility. All right. And it says I used her grit, so yeah, so that's $150. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So she's actually at 415. Wow, that's awesome. All right. Yeah, I'm going to spend 50. And I'm going to buy a whiskey. Put it in my side bag there. And, oops. Yeah, that's right. And I think that's it in town. I think I'm going to call it quits. We're going to spend our last night at the hotel. And do a final town event. Oh no! Now we roll on the town event chart. For reals. A 5. The fever. A terrible plague spreads through the camp, causing void boils and death. Each hero must make a spirit 6+ test to avoid the sickness. Whew, spirit. So 3 for Fluffy and 2 for Stash. A spirit 6 check. Holy cow. Neither of us got it. Oh no. I do have a grit though. Should I use my grits? What happens? If failed, take D6 plus 3 wounds, ignoring defense. Oh man, that's before. Is there a way to heal before you leave town? Like before you go on an adventure? There's not. I guess you just buy a bandage. You know what? I'm gonna use a grit from both of us to reroll these. I know I need a 6, and it's pretty unlikely, but if even one of us... Oops. Wasted grit. Alright, so we both take D6 plus 3 damage. My girl could die. D6 plus 3. Oh no. She died. I took 9 damage and she took 8. He just got KO'd in town even. So goes on. So what happens now? Any heroes that do not want to spend any more time in town may elect to leave town at the end of a day, after the town event is rolled and resolved. Once a hero leaves town, they may not return until after the next adventure, but are no longer affected by any town events that may occur. Okay, so the rules state that nobody knows, because apparently it doesn't happen very often, so there is no rules of explicitly what happens in town when you get KO'd. So of course it happens to me. Yeah. So when you are KO'd, what normally happens? Okay, so it's a new day. She recovers. And she recovers 5 health. And I'm at 1 health. And then she needs to roll on the injury chart. So come on, Fluffy. You got your knee. I think we stayed in town a little too long, maybe. A 6, a slashed leg. A deep and painful cut runs across your leg, making it hard to stand, let alone walk. You are a -1 move, minimum of 1. So, she's got another cut up leg. She's a -2 move now. Poor girl. There's also some arguments about whether or not you could use side bag items in town. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. So, we're together. I'm gonna give the silver buckle to Stash, so he has that. The hand mirror is actually back, so her sanity is back up to 18 because she has the hand mirror again. He has this pickaxe, which he can use to have dark stone. You know what? He's actually going to trade this to her because she actually does melee, so that's going to help her more. Yeah, and then he's got the silver buckle. Anytime you kill an enemy, you may heal 1 wound or sanity, so that'll work out well. He's going to go ahead and use his bandage he just got. I need to remember how bandages work real quick. Bandages. Discard this token to heal D6 wounds from yourself. Wow. A whole D6. Let's do it. 4. Take it. So I'm at 5. So we're both at 5 health, full sanity, going into our next adventure, which we are going to get out of this town and get going on our next adventure. See if maybe we can get enough XP to level up. And yeah, I'm going to update my sheets. I'm going to update this app. So next adventure, I'm probably going to edit this way down because there's a whole lot of boring going on in here, I think. But anyways, thanks for watching.